Hi there, this is Mr. Flores from the Minecraft server onemoreblog.com. Thank you for checking out this video, and in this video I kind of want to show the update to the spawner shop. Yes, it is finally back and with more spawners. So let's go have a look. When you join the server you get that nether star in your inventory right there. And if you don't have it you can always type /menu, but when you click the nether star, a menu will pop up and there will be a spawner icon somewhere. And if you click on that, the spawner shop will open, from where there are a couple of groups of spawn eggs. They represent the spawners that you can buy. So for example, you got this column over here and that represents the default group. You got a column over here for spawners you can buy for the builders group, and there is one here for this donators group. There's also one special one at the top, or sorry, at the bottom here, and I'll get to that in a second. When you hover your mouse over the item, you will see that you can buy the big spawner for the default group for 150,000. So if you are chatting in the game, for example, you can see that you're yellow. So when you go there, that's the default group, that's the yellow group. These are the ones that you can buy, assuming you have enough money. And I'll get to that in a second as well. If you aren't yellow and you're like green or blue, then you can't buy these. You can hover over them, but when you click on them, it will say you're not allowed to do that. So you can't just buy a bunch of these. I'm sorry. What you can do is buy one of the default groups. So if you are a donator, then you have access to these. If you're a builder, you have access to these, and the yellow group, the default group, will have access to these four. And you can tell that the prices are a little different, 150, 175. So make sure that you know what you're buying, because each group will have one cheap, well, relatively cheap spawner, and then the rest is a little bit more expensive, and then cheap, expensive, cheap, expensive. And I'll get to this special one at the bottom in a second. If you don't know how much money you have, it's always smart to check, because if you can't afford it, yep, you'll get told that you don't have enough money. Let's go and fix that in, you know, cheat away. Economy, give town X a ridiculous amount of money. Ah, it's too much. Okay, there we go. Now I can buy all I want. So even if I have enough money, I still can't buy the stuff that is not in my group. But I can buy these, and when you buy one, you will hear that the sound is different, and you'll get a notification in the chat, and the item should show in your inventory. So I think it's, I think it's pretty important that you make sure that you at least have the space. So it's always smart to create space in your inventory. I wouldn't risk it with a full inventory, just saying. Let's buy a couple. Oh boy, and I'm gonna have to throw these out. This is just for demo. It will tell you how much you've spent and what you spend it on. So that's pretty cool. Alright, now I have to do one more thing that I can demonstrate in a second. So I have to do 1MB, give town X a spawner donkey 1. Okay, that worked. Okay, so I cheated myself a donkey spawner for demonstration purposes, but I'll get to that in a second. Oh, I was gonna show you about that special spawner. There is also this special spawner, which is really expensive. It's like 500,000, and anybody can buy this, no matter what group you're in. So if you want tropical fish, and remember, there are 3,500 different types and variations of tropical fish. So it's one spawner, but you can have loads of different fish well, tropical fish types in your aquarium or you know, your built area, like an island in the sea or something. So that's why this one is special, and it's pretty expensive, but every group has access to it, so that's pretty cool. I think a nice compromise. You can also go back to the menu if you want, but you can just escape out. Okay, let's go play with this stuff. If you place this pig spawner, I will place it as a pig, which is awesome. You don't have to ask any staff members for help. You can place a cow spawner, it will be a cow. Moo, there you are. Exactly. Chicken spawner works too. Sheep spawner. Perfect. These work just fine. Can I right click them? No, I can't do anything with them. And if you break these, they're gone, so that sucks. And I strongly recommend to not break them, because you're not gonna get a refund. I also have the donkey one, so let's show that one off. You saw earlier that when I go to that menu, that I only have access to these 4, and none of them are donkey, but maybe somehow I was able to obtain it. And if you place it, you'll see that you can't actually place it. So if you have that problem, you'll have to talk to a staff member in order to tell them how did you get it and where do you want to place it, and they'll do a quick little review. But since I didn't have the permission to buy the donkey one, I can't place it. So that's something to keep in mind. And why? Well, because if you actually do want an ocelot or a mushroom one, you could ask your friend, maybe they're a builder, to buy it for you, but they can't gift it to you really, because like you saw, you can't place it. So they'll have to go to your build area and place it, just so you know, or ask a staff member, but you know, you don't have to bother them with every question. I think that's it. Was there something else I wanted to say about spawners? Don't go crazy if a spawner farm, which technically is allowed, but if somebody spends 17 million bucks on like 50 spawners or something crazy like that, it will create some lag, and if that lag is a little too ridiculous, we're gonna ask you to spread it out or take them away. So, you know, don't lag the server with this stuff. It's not why we offer this. We offer this so people can build a little farm, a little zoo. They can, you know, improve their build area with some cool things like a snowy area with a polar bear or something like that. I don't know. You guys are creative enough, but it's not really meant to create big farms that are just flooding the server with entity requests. You know, we don't like that sort of stuff. Alright, I think that's about it. I hope you guys like the shop. It's pretty simple, and if this is too expensive or you think it should be more expensive, then please do let us know. If you think you should have access to more spawn types, then do let us know. If we get enough feedback, we can always come to a consensus and consider it, and then maybe improve things by raising the prices, by lowering the prices, by removing or adding certain types. Yep, that's about it. If you have any further questions about spawners, talk to us on the forums or Discord. I'll link that stuff below, and that's it. I'm gonna clean this up and remove the money out of this test account. Okay, see you guys online. Bye bye!